It's time for us to rise and become who we're put here to be.
This might be too much to try to accomplish in a week, but I would love, Nathan, if you could put together a flywheel.
Well, the first biggest announcement is we have a new team member, as you guys know.
Woo! The Beard's been the show where we talk muck and never walk away from the conversation. I'm your host, Nathan. We're here today with Spencer and me.
Hey, Patrick. This is Anthony from LiveBearded. How you doing, brother?
Welcome to the very first episode of Executive Decisions. This is a series where I'm going to take you behind the scenes of my life, and I'm going to show you what it's like to be the CEO of LiveBearded, an 8-figure e-commerce company. I'm going to show you what it's like to be a podcast host and to become a full-time content creator.
How's everyone doing? Well, the first biggest announcement is we have a new team member, as you guys know.
Woo!
I think you should tell us one reason why you're really excited to be here, what you're looking most forward to.
I'm most excited because you guys are just a bunch of rock stars. You know, I love this group. I think you guys are awesome. It's been such a treat to come, I don't know, weekly on average, stuff like that, and hang out with you guys for a few minutes. And so I'm just super stoked to just see you guys on a regular basis and spend some time with you and just get to know you a bit more. And then, you know, rock and roll and dominate the world. Yeah, let's go after it. Let's have some fun. Let's grow this brand.
Very excited to have you. Obviously, I mentioned this last week, but Red brings 15 years of marketing experience. How long have you been doing this?
2003, so maybe 21.
Okay, so 21 years of marketing experience, which is going to be a tremendous help in the marketing department. Very excited to use your brain and extract as much information out of it as we can for the greater good. Obviously, this year, our whole theme is Year of the Prophet. One thing I'm slightly concerned about with talking about Year of the Prophet is this idea of being risk averse, not wanting to test new things, try new things. I really believe, if you think of a sports analogy, if you are playing not to lose, you're not going to win, right? And I think in our business and in any business, you have to be willing to test, you have to be willing to fail, right? The road to success is paved with failure. So if we're not testing and failing and trying new things, we're definitely not going to grow. And if you're not growing, I believe you're dying. We have to be able to still test, iterate, try new things, whether it's in the content department, marketing department, warehouse, right? We have to break things to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And if we're so focused on the Year of the Prophet and finding optimization and not making mistakes, then ultimately we're going to not grow and we're going to start to regress. And so that's the exact opposite of what we're trying to accomplish with Year of the Prophet.
1, 2, 3.
So today is the first day that we're kicking off the behind the scenes series. You know, I've been in front of the camera a lot, like with LiveBearded for 8 years, recording video and content, and then for the last 6 months with Mike, we've been behind the scenes working on stuff, podcasts, shorts, different things. But even just having the camera around even more, I was like, it'll be totally easy, no big deal. But it's interesting. It is still something you got to get used to, and people on the team are like, oh, you know, they're unsure what to do with it. So we'll see how it evolves, but the biggest thing I can tell you guys so far is the first time you do something is the worst time you do something. When you feel that discomfort, I believe that's a calling to grow, right? And I believe it's a calling from our Creator. He's saying, move forward, lean in, embrace the fear, embrace the doubt, keep growing, keep evolving. And on the other side of that, discomfort is strength. And that's even myself, right? I'm in the middle of all of this, doing something new for the first time, like talking to you guys and recording this behind the scenes. It's a process. You know, you get a little bit uncomfortable or uneasy, but you just keep moving forward. So the things you learn when you grow a business that you just don't have any understanding of, if you grow the business right, you end up having cash in the account, more cash than you want just laying around. So then you have to figure out what to do with the cash. So I'm filling out brokerage accounts so we can sweep our cash into some different high interest margin accounts, or not margin, high interest savings accounts, so that we can earn some interest while our cash is just sitting there, and then take it back, pay inventory, and basically create like sweep accounts, which is a great problem to have. But it's just like, the interesting part about running a business is if you're always growing, you're always doing something you've never done before. And so you're constantly caught in this battle of like managing the business that you're in, and then like growing the business to the next level, and then trying to figure out what's required at that next level, which is why I always surround myself with mentors, coaches, Patrick Bet-David, Tony Robbins, like people that are much farther ahead than me, so they can help pull me forward with their experience. One of the things I heard from Tony is he says the only shortcut in life is learning from someone who knows the road ahead. Going to them, hiring them, paying them, doing whatever you got to do to get that information. And they can condense decades into days by simply telling you what to do and what to avoid. So I highly recommend finding a good coach or mentor, someone that you look up to, someone that is where you want to be, and then ask them or pay them for guidance on how they got there and how they can help you solve your problems so you can get there faster.
This is the moment we waited for. Everything you want is right here.
Doubted myself until I realized that this theme was playing out and holding me back.
Team on the same thing. Stayed down, never switched up.
So today we're recording an episode for Entitled to Nothing, and I thought it was a great point to share some of the feelings I've been having, because the first time you do something is the worst time you do it. And as I was driving in here, guys, I gotta be honest with you, I started to get a little bit nervous. I was like, oh man, I don't know if I wanna do this today. We recorded an episode last week and the audio crapped out halfway through, so we have to re-record the same episode. And I'm a little bit in my head about it, like, fuck, I gotta re-record this episode. Hopefully it's better or not worse than the one last week. Moral of the story is, anytime we're doing something new, we're going to have resistance or doubt. We're gonna have feelings like hesitation or fear. The best thing you can do is just embrace that fear. I got here this morning, I sat in my office for a minute and I just said, you know what, today's gonna be a great fucking day. And regardless of what happens, I'm getting up reps. I'm gonna work through the nerves, I'm gonna work through the doubt that I have. And the more that I do this, the better that I'm gonna get. And I just wanted to share this with you guys, a little bit of behind the scenes as we're recording these, because you're just gonna see the polished version on the podcast. But anytime you do something new, there's fear, there's doubt, there's questioning whether or not it's gonna look good or sound good, or you're gonna be smart or whatever. And the truth is, you just show up and you do the reps and you put in the work. And if you can do that consistently over time, you become excellent at whatever you want to do. So keep moving forward. I believe that all the problems we have in life start with 3 words. It's my fault. If we can take radical responsibility for our results, for our beliefs, we can create anything we want. And that's my prayer for all of us. I'll see you guys soon. I think it was okay.
Yeah.
It was definitely better than last week's take.
It was more conversational.
I think you just need an outline, you know what I mean, for your podcast. Scripts are fantastic for the shorts.
So I hate the idea of reading a script personally, but I like having an outline. I want to have my thoughts organized and kind of set up. And so if you want to show them the setup, we kind of have this screen of just notes that I put together. And they're just kind of like thoughts that I want to cover. It's very weird to try to have a conversation with the camera, but I really want this to be conversational, and I want to be able to have people that really feel like they're a part of it. And I want people's perspective and feedback. So developing this kind of skill set, again, the first time you do something is the worst time you do it. And so I'm trying to get comfortable on the fly. And if you're doing something you haven't done, or if you want to do something you've never done, you just got to throw yourself into it. Just stop being a bitch and go take action, and you'll learn and you'll get better, and you'll suck at first. And the more you do it, the better you'll get. And pretty soon you'll be unrecognizable because you've grown so much. Any feedback on that? I know, I'd like to hear your perspective and your feedback.
I thought it was good. I thought you were definitely, like I said, focused and clear. It was a little longer than usual. I like the 20 minutes.
Yep.
That's it.
Do you know how long it was?
It was roughly, I started the timer late, so I think it was roughly 30 plus, 35 maybe.
Yeah.
It's a little longer.
Well, if people like it, they'll listen. If they don't, they'll turn that shit off. I think one of the best things we can do is surround ourselves by people that have our best interests in mind and also can give us really, truly honest feedback. Like, one of the most important things that we can do is mind who we're taking advice and perspective from. We don't want to listen to someone who's never done what we're trying to do or can't give us feedback that is coming from a credible source. Like, you don't listen to your dentist on how to fix your car, and you don't ask your doctor how to fix the plumbing, right? But if you can have people in your life, mentors and colleagues and people that you work with that can give you really true, honest feedback that have your best interest in mind, it becomes a superpower for sure. And I feel very, very blessed because I got Regina, Mike, my business partner, Spencer, a lot of guys on my team. They'll be really, really honest. And that allows everybody to get better and grow faster. All right, so I think one of the most important things when it comes to running a business is actually reaching out, talking to your customers, and getting direct feedback from them. And I can honestly say one of the things I feel like we've done very well here at LiveBearded is we've built our entire company on feedback from the customer. And you can't always do this. You can't do it with everything, but with new product launches, new product developments, new fragrances, we're always surveying our customers and asking them what they want, how we can get better, how are we messing up, what areas can we improve. And over the years, we've refined our products, reformulated, redone websites, and really built our brand directly off of feedback. And so today, I'm gonna call some of our top customers. These are guys that have ordered over 100 times with us. Mind-blowing to think that we've got customers that have been with us since the beginning, customers since the very beginning of 2016. One of the first customers I looked up, he was order number 97. So really humbling to see some of these old time OG customers. Also, they've been around with us forever, and I'm calling to just say thank you and then see if there's anything that they could give me feedback on. Lena love on them a little bit, and then gonna try to get some feedback so we can always improve. Stay tuned.
Hello?
Hello, may I speak to Patrick, please?
Hey, this is Patrick.
Hey, Patrick, this is Anthony from LiveBearded. How you doing, brother? Dude, I'm doing really well, man. I just wanted to reach out and say thank you. I saw you've been a customer since 21, man. You've been an incredible supporter of ours. And on behalf of everybody here at LiveBearded, Spence and I we're calling some people that we just want to say thank you to. And man, I just wanted to say thank you for your support and everything you've done over the years to support us here at LiveBearded.
Well, likewise, you guys have always taken care of me, and your products are second to none.
Well, Patrick, I mean, your feedback, your support, it really does mean a lot to us here. And on behalf of everybody, we truly appreciate you. If there's anything you ever need, you know we're here to support you. And this is my number. If you have anything you want to bring directly to me, you're more than welcome to. But I just really appreciate you, and I appreciate you taking some time while you're in the middle of taking care of your family, man. I really appreciate it. If you're ever in Arizona, you got to stop by and see us. I think he might be the biggest spender of any customer in the history of LiveBearded. Like, I mean, over $8,000 in LiveBearded orders. All right, next guy, Bill. Let me look up Bill.
The person you're trying to reach is not available.
Hey, Bill, this is Anthony at LiveBearded, and I just wanted to reach out to you personally, brother, and say thank you for all of your incredible support over the years. I know you've been a customer with us for a couple of years now. You've ordered a ton of times. James, this is Anthony at LiveBearded. What's up, brother? I just wanted to take a moment and call and say thank you, man. I saw your name come up in our system, and I was looking back, and your first order was all the way back in December 2016, man. And as you may or may not know, our website literally launched in August of 2016. Hey, Chris, it's Anthony at LiveBearded. Man, I just wanted to reach out to you. I saw your name come up in our system, and I noticed that your first order was all the way back in December 2016. You're literally one of the first customers we ever had here, and I just really wanted to say thank you for your support over the years. Okay, we have to try 10 different series over the course of the year to get one that's gonna hit. But that one that we hit, and maybe it's Beard Hunter, right? And maybe it's not 10, but I'm just objectively, this is an example, this isn't an instruction, if that makes sense. But if we say, hey, we're gonna have to try 10 different content series to get one to hit this year. But once that one hits, it's going to make up for the other 10 or the other 9 that failed, right? But if we said, oh, well, we've got a tight budget, we have to be conservative, we can't try too many things, we have to just try this one. It's like, well, we have to try it as efficiently as possible, but then test and innovate and things. And so it was just something that I was feeling, especially in the marketing department, because our budgets have been the same for the entire year. And I keep telling you, when are we going to push? Like, even if it's $250 a month, even if it's $250 a day or $300 a day, we can't just stay flat.
This might be too much to try to accomplish in a week, but I would love, Nathan, if you can put together a flywheel of what it takes to continuously keep evolving our advertising.
Right now, I'm boosting a couple of my videos on my personal account, and I'm getting 1/3 of a penny, 1/4 of a penny clicks. What's up, buddy? Just getting a message out. Just getting a message out to Fuel Made. Dude, I hired this fucking asshole to work on my site, and he just ghosted me. First, he went into the site that I had made, and he like made some updates for me, broke a bunch of shit, and now he won't respond back to me. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm asking Fieldmate if they have like a referral for someone that they can work on Shopify because they don't do hourly basis.
Yeah.
So
you hired him at work.
Yeah, so I don't know if you remember him. His name's Shane. We hired him like in 2018 to help build the site faster.
Okay.
So I reached out to Todd, and Todd was like, no, he's great, super responsive, helps me with everything. He went in like the day I hired him, he made a bunch of changes, like literally within an hour, but broke the formatting on the theme because he doesn't know the code that well. And I haven't heard from him in 2 weeks. And I messaged him like 3 times.
Come on, bro.
What the fuck? Freaking developers, man. All right, do you know the intro?
I do know the intro, and I've been...
Give us a walkthrough. Give us a demo.
Welcome to the Beardsmen, the show where we talk, mock, and never walk away from the conversation. I'm your host, Nathan. We're here today with Spencer and Mink, founders of LiveBearded, a.k.a. the Beardsmen themselves.
I'll give you a B-.
That's fair.
I mean, for the first take, it was pretty good.
You know he'd been practicing all night.
Yeah, that was 100 take.
All right, that's a wrap on the first episode of Behind the Scenes. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I did not get all my shit done this week. As I said in the beginning, short week. I'm heading off to Cabo this weekend for a little personal vacation. Normally I would take you guys along, but not this time. Let me know what you think about this idea of Behind the Scenes. You know, I wanted to start it because when I was getting started as an entrepreneur, I didn't know what I didn't know. And I had no idea what it would actually be like to build a company and grow it and grow a team and have all the things that I now have. And I thought, you know, if I would have had this type of series when I was getting started, not only would it help me get farther faster, but it would have given me more confidence, because I think oftentimes that not knowing what's required or what it's gonna actually look like causes fear or doubt. It holds us back. And I know for me, just that unsure or uncertainty definitely caused me to not have as much success or move as fast as I maybe could have. So I'm hoping that by taking you guys behind the scenes of my life, showing you the company, the team, solving problems, the successes, and definitely the failures, it helps give you some context and some perspective on what it actually takes to run a company and build an 8-figure organization. And hopefully we're gonna get that to be much bigger in this process. But stay tuned, I got a ton of really amazing stuff coming up. Next week, we're flying out to San Diego, and I am speaking at a mastermind group to 8- and 9-figure entrepreneurs, so that's gonna be awesome. And then after that, we're going to Fiji. So Fiji's been on my bucket list for a long time, and I'll be honest with you guys, the whole reason why I wanted to start a business in the first place is so I could live my life my way, so I could have some time freedom, some locational freedom, and do the things that I'm most passionate about. And on this series, what you're gonna see is a lot of travel, because that's probably my biggest motivation at this point in time. I love to get out into the world, experience new ideas, new cultures, and we're gonna take you guys along for the ride. So Mike, how do you feel about going to Fiji?
Oh, I'm super stoked.
Yeah, so Mike has the benefit of documenting all of it, so he gets to go along for the ride as well. In this process, if you have any questions, if there's anything that you want me to speak to specifically as it relates to the business or travel or life, routine, etc., just let me know. I'm literally creating this series for you guys. I might be the one documenting the journey, but it's really to help you guys see what it's like to be an executive, to be a CEO, to run an 8-figure company. So if you got any questions, drop them below and stay tuned, because we got a lot of fun stuff coming. I'll see you guys next week.